Hello you fantastic people and welcome back to Borderlands 3. Today I have a pretty exciting video for you guys. If you didn't see my live stream from the other day, we live streamed killing Borman nades on repeat for about 15 hours. It was kind of ridiculous. I left the live stream VOD post for the few people that were in the stream who want to catch up on the few bits they missed while they had to go out, because not everyone has 15 hours to watch a live stream. But in this video I'm going to go through a full summary of all the drops that Borman dropped after 500 kills. We were going to go for 1,000, but I severely underestimated how long it was going to take. PS4 just takes way too long to log in and out of the game. Plus the catch a ride station that is right next to Borman takes so long to load sometimes, so we wasted a whole bunch of time over the 500 kills that I just didn't think it was necessary to go for the extra 500 and stream for another 15 hours killing the same boss. So alas, we're going with 500 and then we can move on to a different boss and we'll test out their drop rates, because 1,000 was really just the flex. We didn't really need that to get a good summary of their drop rates. So yeah, we'll go through all the drop rates for their dedicated drops, including the Cutsman, which is the main one people will be interested in because Borman nades is the only dedicated drop for the Cutsman. He also drops the Stabber and he also drops the Sawbar assault rifle by the COV. All three great weapons, and now that the Farming Frenzy event is on, the drop rates are supposed to be increased. Whether or not that's true or not, we're not 100% sure, but I did test it for you guys so you guys can see the drop rates that they are, and if you guys are interested in farming them. Also, the anointed drop rates are definitely increased, and I'll let you know the percentage of anointeds versus just the general ones. So if you guys are going for the anointed god rolls for your particular character, this is the time to do it. And of course, the very best part, and I hope that Gearbox decides to keep this around all the time because it makes the game so much more fun. The rare spawns were turned off. They spawn every single time. So Borman nades sometimes goes 10, sometimes even 20 times. You're logging in and out of the game and you run to his spot and he won't actually be there, which is stupid. So in this update from the, I think it was the 16th of January, all the way to the 30th of January, he spawns every single time. So this is the best time to farm him until he goes back to a rare spawn, or fingers crossed, if you make enough noise, Gearbox will keep him all the time spawns. Fingers crossed. Okay, so for the few people that don't know where Borman nades is or just don't remember, he is located in Promethea in Meridian outskirts. It's actually super close from the fast shuttle station. You actually spawn, run forward to the catch a ride system. Does lag a little bit on console. Hopefully it's a bit faster on PC for you guys. And then you just shoot out the little tunnel thing, hook a left, and there's the first little building thing. It's kind of elevated in the air, but there's a little COV band camp situation going on there. So just climb up onto that, run all the way to the middle of the camp, and he spawns past a whole bunch of bandits. You can either kill them or just run past like pretty much everyone else does. He spawns in the middle. He should spawn every single time straight away. You shouldn't have to kill anyone. He does on very rare occasions. I think it happened to 3 or 4 times during my 500 runs. He does take 10 seconds to spawn in. I don't know why. It must be a little bit of a glitch. But if you guys get there and he doesn't spawn straight away, just sort of wait around in the area and he should spawn. Okay, well, you guys are checking out a few runs on screen. I'll go through the stats for you guys. After killing Borman nades 500 times on True Vault Hunter mode Mayhem 4, he dropped 155 legendary weapons in total. 79 of those were anointed due to the increased anointed drop rates. That's actually a really high number. You guys are likely more interested in the dedicated drops specifically, so I'll take out the 71 world drops, which leaves us with 84 dedicated drops after 500 runs, which brings us to a 16.8% dedicated drop rate, which is actually pretty decent. It's better than what I expected from doing this test. Generally, dedicated drops are supposed to be about a 10% drop rate, and then once they drop a dedicated, it's a random roll between their entire loot pool. So for Borman nades, there are 3 legendary items: the Cutsman, the Sawbar, and the Stabber pistol, and it will randomly drop one of those every 1 in 10 farms ish. So to have a 16.8% drop rate, it is higher, but of course if you're farming for one in particular, you can get absolutely screwed on RNG. So I'll go through the individual particular dedicated drop items. Starting with the Stabber, he drops 33 Stabber pistols, which is actually a pretty good weapon. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely recommend you guys checking it out. Out of the 33 pistols, he dropped 24 anointeds, which is the highest ratio out of any of the dedicated drops, which is a 73% drop rate of anointeds, which means the anointed drop rate right now is super high for these pistols in particular. So if you guys are looking for the good rolls on these, I recommend getting them ASAP, because rare spawns might potentially get cancelled in this game, but the anointed drop rate is super high right now, so these are definitely not sticking around. If you guys are looking for the Sawbar, it actually dropped the least for me, unfortunately. 21 Sawbars out of the 84 dedicated drops, which compared to the Stabbers is a lot lower. On top of that, he only dropped 8 anointed Sawbars, which is only a 38% drop rate for the anointed items, which is a super stark comparison compared to the Stabbers, unfortunately. And then the Cutsman is definitely on the higher end, but just not as good as the Stabbers. He dropped 30 Cutsmans overall, which is likely what you guys are looking for. he dropped a 60% anointed rate. There was 18 anointeds out of the 30. I personally only got 2 or 3 of the super popular anointments, unfortunately, out of my runs. I think I got one of the 100% weapon damage after ASC. I got increased splash damage for Mo's when exiting Iron Bear, and I also got the increased weapon damage after using Face Slam or something like that. But I didn't get a 300%, and I didn't get a 125 compared to boss enemies, which was 2 of the ones I was really looking for, which is unfortunate after doing 500 runs for 15 hours, but alas. But yeah, those are the drop rates from Borman nades for the Cutsman, the Stabber, and the Sawbar after 500 runs on Mayhem 4 True Vault Hunter mode. If you guys found this video helpful at all, I'd really appreciate if you guys could smash subscribe and like down below. I do a lot of live streaming on this channel. I do challenges. I did this whole live stream challenge for like 15 hours killing Borman nades on this channel. So if you guys want to hop in a live stream, set any challenge, anything like that. I also do an Amara playthrough right now. I do a whole bunch of different stuff on the channel. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free to smash subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'm thinking I'm going to do another challenge run live stream against someone like Gigamind, Graveward, or Agonizer, someone that drops a bunch of world drop items, so we can see the comparison of whether it's worth going for the dedicated drops or whether it's worth just killing a boss that drops a whole bunch of world drops. But there'll have to be another video, so if you guys want to stay tuned for that one, and we'll be able to compare which is the better way for getting anointed Cutsmans. If you guys have any bosses you'd like me to test the drop rates on for the respawn event, I think I'm going to be doing the Sky Bullies for the recurring hex ASAP. But if you guys have any other suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. I likely won't be able to do a 500 kills for 15 hours kind of challenge for all the bosses, but I can definitely try and do as many kills to get the good consensus of the drop rates for you guys, and I'll get them uploaded ASAP so you guys can get onto which particular boss you're interested in the event time frame. But yeah, anyways, enough rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and adios.